Howdy, everyone. Welcome back to Wobble Enjoy Sports. If you're new around here, hope I can get you to consider to like the content and subscribe to the channel. But if you're a regular around these here parts, thank you very much for the continuous support. I'm talking in a bit of a lower register, a calmer register, because I'm sure that over the next 2 hours or hour and a half, it's going to rise and rise and rise. To help call the game today, Dan, my friend, for the next couple of minutes until kickoff. How you going?
Mate, I'm doing fantastic, thank you. Those that are listening in, apologise for my voice. It's been a tough couple of days. I had the flu, but I am down 2 kilos, Sam. Yeah, so that's good. I'd rather have the 2 kilos back on and not feel like death, but here we are. So,
yes.
feeling very good. How about you, mate?
No, mate, dude. So today and for the weekend, it has been an absolute swamp out there in Sydney and all over the Hunter Valley as well. And I'd hazard to guess that maybe it's absolutely bucketing out there at Shark Park today. So you Sharkies are going to feel right at home. The Cowboys are entering into just about -1 territory as well to play in the wet weather footy today. So yeah, we're going to be in for some slippery conditions. Hopefully both teams can wrap the ball up and we can see a pretty good game of footy in regards to the completions. But man, can we get you to, well, actually, you know what? I'll go through the away team. So North Queensland, they're coming into the game today as $3.16 outsiders. That has blown out a little bit as the week has gone on. And there has been a couple of late changes here today, Dan. So Drinkwater, Derby and Burns, they are that's the back three. And the centre pairing is now Jeremiah Nene and Zach Laybutt is playing at the centre. I don't think we've seen Nene play at centre before, mate. Jackson Purdue then shifts into the 5/8 role with Tom Dearden playing his 100th game today for the club as captain as well. Edwards, Robson, and Griffin Neame, they are the front row. The back row, John Bateman, Cohen Hess, and Ruben Cotter. So Cohen Hess coming off of the bench, usually used as a prop. He's playing second row today for the first time in a little while, I think, off the top of the dome. And then for the interchange, we got Marley Bitungan, who is playing his first game in first grade today. Caden Lars, Kai O'Donnell, and a very, very late change, youngster Jamal Shibasaki. He is in for Carl Lawton. Jackson Polo is our 18th player. So Carl Lawton, the late exclusion there that's rattled the cages and has Jeremiah Nene in playing at centre and Shibasaki playing off of the bench. And as you can tell, that's a fresh reaction from me, mate. I've literally just discovered that just then. Don't know how to feel about that, bro, but you're probably feeling a little bit better about yourself potentially. But take us through the Cronulla Sharks lineup, mate.
Sure. So at fullback, you got Will Kennedy on the wings, Sione Katoa and Ronaldo Mulatalo. Jesse Raymond and Sifa Talakai in the centres. Be interesting to see if Talakai and Nene mark up against each other. Braden Trindle and Nico Hines, of course, in the halves. Up front, Adam Fanua-Blake, Oregon Kafusi, Blake Brayley at number 9, and then Britton Nickera, Teague Wilton and Cameron McInnes at the back row. On the bench, Dan Atkinson survives the chop somehow. Jesse Colhoun, Braden Hamlin-Ueli, and Tom Hazelton is back, which is fantastic news. Billy Burns is the 18th man. I'm not 100% sure how he didn't get a spot. But anyways, Craig Fitzgibbon is the coach, and I guess he knows what he's doing.
Well, I guess so, mate. So the Cronulla Sharks, man, this is look, it's an important game for North Queensland. It's an important game full stop. But the Sharkies, admittedly, the Cowboys defensively, still the worst team in the competition, arguably the second worst. They need to really strike up today, and I think they're a chance. Like, they should be buoyed by Tom Dearden's milestone game. In the past, there have been close encounters between the Cowboys and Sharks, man. But North Queensland, they have not defeated the Cronulla Sutherland Sharks at Shark Park during the home and away regular season since 2014. And as a matter of fact, pretty much since 2014, the Sharks have absolutely dominated this fixture. Some people still call it a rivalry. I do think that this is still a rivalry game. But these Sharkies, to really bounce back from that poor victory last weekend, they really need to have a good account of themselves here this afternoon.
Yeah, big time, mate. Obviously, the weather is going to be the great leveler. I'm on Channel 9 too. I don't know if I should mention that. But, I mean, just watched the Newtown game against the Bulldogs, and it finished 18-all. and Niwai Puru tried to kick a field goal. It was like kicking a bar of soap. It just, I don't know what to expect. Cronulla will feel like they should win, especially at home. But I'm about 10, or maybe 15 minutes away from Shark Park, and it is hammering down as it has been all day. And it looks slightly worse down Woolooware way. So I don't know what to expect, mate. I want to see 60% completion. I suppose it's
Yeah. So we've got Joseph. Just what happened to Clifford? He's re-aggravated his groin. Quad injury. Sorry, he's re-aggravated that. So that has moved Purdue into the 5/8. And Ains asks, "How's our tips going?" Well, after the upset just then, it's not a perfect round. And after the upset last night, no. But this is the final game of round number 22, a rivalry game between Sharkies and Cowboys. And I'll leave it up to you, Dan, as the Cowboys kick us off.
So Cronulla should have the win behind them as per the earlier game. As the ball goes down, and it looks like Adam Fanua-Blake off the back fence goes up over the 20. I'm hoping that a bit of adrenaline kicks in here, mate, and I can feel the power and the love from the chat as Sifa Talakai is busy early, gets up over the 20. Good tackle. I think Bateman in there with Dearden, who scares me greatly. He's made a career out of bossing the Sharks. T. Gorton's up to the 30. Good start here from the Cowboys in defence. I think Cronulla will be looked to kick early here with a big win behind them as McInnes is up over the 30. It's not going anywhere. It's a good defensive set. Bailey looks to Oregon Kafusi, who hits it up. Is well met, but gets to the 40. We'll know here what the Breeze is doing. So I go back to Nicho Hynes, who puts his boot through. And, yeah, it looks like he's been wind assisted.
And Drinkwater takes it on his own 10 and gets back to the 20 and a couple of meters over it. So, yeah, Cowboys, they have not won at Shark Park in the home and away regular season since 2014. They're looking to rectify that today as Robert Derby is slid backwards closer towards that 20-meter line thanks to Talakai did and dummy half passes left in field here for Zach Laybutt, and he's able to get to the 30-meter line. The Cowboys are central, and they are running left to right of screen. Burns scoots from dummy half to the left-hand side and gets over the 30-meter line. The Cowboys are about 15 short of halfway, make that 11. This is Cohen Hess with a strong carry, playing as second row, not as prop today. Coming off the bench, he starts at second row, and this is Tom Dearden kicking just inside his own half.
So it's a good kick. It's going to land on the 10. He's judged that well with the win. So that the end Cronulla are defending is an absolute bomb pit. Like the ball was hitting in the New South Wales Cup, not going anywhere. As the Sharks get back over the 20, Lucioni Katoa on the second tackle. Looked like a high shot there from Robson. Yep, we'll see a penalty. It's going to happen all day. There's a few. We saw some players slip in the earlier game. I have no doubt there'll be a fair few of those both ways as we watch. Oh, that was just a bad shot from Robson. There's nothing in terms of slip there.
No.
But Cronulla should kick it deep here. As they do, they get well over the halfway. Good kick from Nicho Hynes. There's no one in the stands, and I'll tell you what, I don't blame anyone at all. As Jesse Ramian's up to the 40, Sharks have the first chance here. A couple of minutes in, Nicho Hynes goes left to Cam McInnes, who should do some big numbers today. It's his kind of game. As Bailey looks left, Trindle turns it inside to Kafusi, who's up over the 30. Good run from Oregon. I have a love-hate relationship with him, so hopefully it's the former today as Will Kennedy turns it inside to T. Wilton up to the 20, fourth tackle. They're just left of the sticks. Should be an attacking kick here if I do guess. This ball goes through to Trindle, turns it inside to Fanua-Blake. Another one I'm expecting to do huge numbers today. Might have to put the offload away. Cronulla play the ball right under the sticks. They go left to Trindle, who turns it to Kennedy, who throws the ball over the top to Ronaldo. It's touch 6 again. He absolutely whacks someone, puts him into row 3 as Cronulla will start a fresh set, a couple of metres out. And God bless that bloke who just died on the wing for the Cowboys. Kafusi takes a settler. It's a couple of metres out, just left of the sticks. As Bailey looks right, turns it into Fanua-Blake, who goes himself. He'll be brought down just short of the line. It's good footy from the Sharks. So they go right here through Nicho Hynes, turns it inside to Nicola, who runs a very pure line, if I do say so myself. Bailey looks left, holds it up, puts a kick in, and Brayden Trindle will score. Perfect start from the Sharks there. The error early from the Cowboys, and Cronulla will lead 4-0. Adam G puts his hand down, and the weather is absolutely teeming down, Sam.
Well, it is the battle of the New South Wales top two hookers today, isn't it? And there are rumblings beginning to emerge that Brayley might be selected for the Kangaroos, and that was a tricky play for Tricky Trindle just then, mate. Can't do anything about that, bro. That's just too damn good.
No, that's very good work with the footy there from Cronulla. It just obviously the penalty helped Cronulla want to lead, being the weather. I'm just looking outside again. I'm about 15 minutes away. Weather's not too the wind's not too strong here, but anyone who's ever been to Shark Park, it's like hell on earth. And if there's a wind, they'll find it. As we look at the boys in the Shark Tank who've got the snorkels on. Yeah, maybe 10 years ago, but you couldn't pay me enough to be down there today, Sam.
All right, well, guys, to everybody in the chat, thank you very much for coming in. It's been a long, epic weekend of footy, actually, man. So thank you everybody for coming in, and please subscribe to Rugby League Outlaws via the hyperlink in the name of the title, and to Wobble Enjoy Sports if you're new around here.
Absolutely, it's good stuff there from Brayley, and yeah, I think he has to be on that Kangaroos tour. He's been so good. Nico comes in and slots it in very difficult conditions. Got to make every point count. I dare say if there's any penalties today that are kickable, they're going to just take the points as we go.
Well, it seems like that way, hasn't it? It seems like the Sharks have been in that situation bloody 3 straight weeks in a row where they've elected to take the two every single time, just about, Dan.
Yeah, it's true. I don't love it, to be honest. I think there's a lot of negativity in that. But today, the conditions...
You might have to.
You just take the points where they're on while they're on point. I hate that ad so much. We don't bag the points, but I don't like that ad very much. As the kick goes down to Braden Trindle, takes it on his 10, gives it to Kafusi, who ambles to the line. Wasn't a lot behind that. He's well handled by Cohen Hess, who is just looks bigger every time I see him. Speaking of big, Sifa Talakai's up over the 20. Safety first football from the Sharks. It's the only way to go. So the ball goes to Ken McInnes, who's well brought down by Ruben Cotter on the 30. And he loses the ball. So there you go. I jinxed it.
You did. Oh no. Or he's wanting a challenge.
No, we are the king of ruining challenges, so I wouldn't. No, he's just lost that, clear as day.
All right. Well, North Queensland, they can strike back immediately with just their second possession of the game. And so they're going to have a scrum 33 metres out, and it's going to be right of the posts. Cowboys are running left to right of screen, running into the wind, and it's Derby who feeds it. At the back is Robson. He passes left to Dearden, left to Purdue, and then back under for Ruben Cotter out there. And that's really good defence from Nikora and company getting up in his face very quickly. This year is Braden Burns. He rumbles his way to the 30-metre line. You'd say they're left of centre at the moment. Robson, right, Dearden, cut out to Bateman. Oh, it looked not too bad there for Bateman just then. That was a nice play, but shut down by Sharkies. Labour to dummy half passes left for Dearden. It was a higher one, and then he put Hess back under, and Hess is about 19 metres out from the try line. Robson on the 4th runs to the left before finding Purdue. Flat ball for Ruben Cotter. Might have been a little bit more than forward, but play on. And this is last tackle about 14, 15 metres out. Robson, they go down the short side. Purdue, flat ball for Nene, and he drops the bill upon impact. Bam!
It's good defence there from Krell. Some intriguing ball work there from the Cowboys. Did well to hold it. I thought Bateman looked dangerous on that right edge. So I don't know if that's the play to hit the centre as he comes back in on the last tackle. It's not the conditions. As Katoa rather goes for an absolute buff. It is deplorable. 10 metres out, and there's... Well, those that know, Cronulla's been, Woolware's built on a swamp. So, yeah. Talakai's up over the 20. Skittles a couple there. That's legitimate. That's not a piss take. That's legitimate.
No. Yep.
Wow. As Ken McInnes goes right. Great balls. Jesse Ramian finds some space. Goes up over the 40. Dummies. And throws a pass to Nikora, who takes it brilliantly. Enterprising stuff from Cronulla there. The Sharks go left. Nico Hines, who started that, goes to Adam Fanua-Blake, who just pumps it up over the 30. Couple of post-contact meters there, as always. We'll play it just outside the 20. As Nico Hines will go high.
Come on, Burns. Oh, well, that's knocked on anyway.
I mean, so good stuff there from the Sharks. I got to say, I like that.
Oh, yeah, just fantastic stuff, mate. Really pleased for him, Dan. Really happy for him.
Nene absolutely flattens Nicker off the ball, but whatever.
Yes. Man, Ruben Cotter, that's his bloody fourth touch in as many minutes, just about. He plays the ball, and this is Nene. He plays at centre today due to Carl Lawton being a late exclusion. Nene plays the ball on the 20, and this is Robert Derby now with a good carry. Getting stopped just shy of the 30-metre line. Robson wants the right a bit before finding Edwards, and Edwards is stopped about 15 shy of halfway. Fourth tackle. Robson left, Neem over the 40 and stopped 5 short of halfway. Play the ball. That's a very quick play the ball. Jackson Purgey now. Thought that could have ran it because the play the ball was that quick. And it's picked up by Burns off of the last tackle kick. Can he get the offload off? He does. It's in Harrison Edwards' lap. Lap. Pass is a rainbow ball to Laybutt, and he got absolutely crunched over the top. But I think the ref is going to call a forward pass by North Queensland.
That was brilliant there from Burns. The less said about the pass, the better, because that was one of the worst you'll ever see in rugby league history. So the ball held up in the wind there, and he's won the jump. So that's definitely one to check. Yeah, that's legitimately the worst pass you'll ever see. A front rower's pass. Oh, it's McInnes' hammered. Surprise. Yeah, they're up for this one, the Cows. So Ronaldo gets up to the 40. Second, third tackle there for Cronulla. Again, I can't stress how bad the conditions are. So should be a fun game, but wouldn't want to be there. There's Oregon Kafusi's up over the 50. Started well, the big man. So they go right to Trindle. Fanua Blake, who's been busy early, up over the 40. More post-contact meters. Feed me more, he yells.
Oh, no.
Wants a 6 again.
No.
Gets us, no, not a 6 again. Yes,
no,
a 6 again.
Yep.
So T. Wilton's brought down on the 30. They'll start a fresh set here, just left of the sticks. It goes right to Ronaldo. What was that? Fifth tackle, 6 again there. It's pretty poor discipline from the Cows. Second tackle, 20 out. Goes to Fanua Blake, who's eaten plenty of meters early. Just palms the ball onto McInnes, who's up to the 10. They're right in front here, 10 metres out. Third tackle, Brayley scheming, goes left to Trindle, who does well to hold it, turns it inside to T. Wilton, who's brought down a couple metres short of the line. Brayley's the one to watch here. They go right to Trindle. Great ball to McInnes, who will be brought down just short of the line. Great defence there from Ruben Cotter. The Sharks look to go right. Trindle, another kick here. Nickera comes through. It's too far and will be a 7-tackle set. Well defended, Cowboys.
Yeah. Look, I got to be honest, man. You don't see them defend their line like that. A hell of a lot in 2025, but they did it just then as Braden Burns taps it on his own 20 and gets to just shy of the 30. 0 tackle. He plays the ball. Derby scoots to the right-hand side over the 30. He goes and makes about 5 metres. And Cowboys, again, running left to right, running into the wind. And this is Zach Laybutt with a nice charge, but Kafusi finishes him off. Laybutt plays it 5 short of halfway. Robson runs to the left. Edwards over halfway by a couple metres. Third tackle of its 7-tackle set. Robson comes back right, finds Dearden. Oh, and he's met by Teague Wilton, Tom Dearden. But he's able to offload to Edwards, then to Purdue, left. Ruben Cotter drops the ball.
So they go right to Raymond, who's up over the halfway, get brought down on the 40. Enterprising football from the Cowboys. That last pass was one too far, obviously. But the Sharks have a fresh set here, about 35 out. Nico Hines turns it left to Nickera, who just makes a couple of metres, brought down pretty much in the centre of the field. Again, big shout out to anyone who was down there today. You're much braver than I am. It's Fanua Blake's up over the 30. He's been magnificent to start this game. So Bailey looks to go from dummy half, turns it right to Hines, who goes to Ramian, who just crabs across field, finds a defender, just tries to get up and play the ball, but surrender tackle. He's been held down. The Sharks go left through Trindle, just turns it inside to Talakai, who again is very good after the contact. There on the 10, fourth tackle. Brayley goes right, scheming again. Goes right to Kennedy, who gets brought down a couple metres short. Quick play the ball. No, that's 6 again, penalty. So here you go, 2 points.
Mm-hmm.
Drinkwater wants to challenge, but he shouldn't. That looked pretty obvious. Yeah, it was pretty blank. Pretty blatant, Sam. Pretty blatant. As Nico will take the gift 2 points. I don't know if you'd mind that as a Cowboy. 8-0 after 15 minutes, considering how much ball Cronulla have had with the big wind. I think you take that.
Well, I'd hazard a guess and say that it's about 70-30 territory, about 60-40 possession, all in favour of the Sharkies, man. But, admittedly, like, they've defended okay. Like, that first try for Cronulla was just way too good. But besides that, I mean, they've not been too bad when they've had to defend inside their own 20. They've been broken a couple of times already, but yeah, not too bad when they've been asked to defend on the goal line so far, Dan.
No, it's been pretty good football considering the elements. As Nico should slot this one out from pretty much right in front. He's about 10 metres to the right of the post. It's a great camera angle there. And Nico does convert 8-0 to the Sharks. I don't think the Cowboys would be happy to be 8-0 down, but I think both teams can be relatively happy with how they played thus far.
No, absolutely, man. So, yeah, Cronulla at the moment, they're working with a 8 from 9 completion rate. Cowboys, they've only had it 4 times. They're working 3 out of 4. So, yeah, it's all possession and territory for Cronulla at the moment, and it's only 8-0. So it's not out of control, obviously, but they've got to start rectifying things right now because it's all very much black, white, and blue.
No, that's true, and it's all good to say you're playing with a win in the second half, but the game's over by halftime. You've got to come back and get those points. So, in saying that, as the ball holds up to the 20s taken by Talakai, it's probably a 12-point win, to say the least. I said it was a 20-point win in New South Wales Cup, and neither team scored 20 points. So, I'll go it's a 10-point win here. As Ronaldo's up over the 30s, met by a couple of Cowboys. Great defence. It's T. Wilton. Again, he's been busy early. 2's up over the 40. As Cronulla on the 4th. Will they kick early here? No, it goes to Fanua Blake, who's up over the halfway. His post-contact meters ahoy today. As Brayley looks left, gives it to Kennedy. Is that the 5th tackle? I think they might have robbed one on there. Yep, now the 5th tackle, Channel 9. As the ball goes up from Trindle, which should be easy enough here for Drinkwater.
Well done.
Good take. That's penalty.
No.
So it looks like a Shark's been run off the ball here. I didn't see it, to be honest.
So Trindle's not hit late. And Derby.
Soft. Soft, to say the least. Cronulla will start. You gotta take advantage, I suppose. But yeah. I don't know about that one, just between us. But Cronulla looking to capitalise here for a fortuitous decision from the referee. I'll admit that. So Oregon Kafusi's up over the 10. He's been very busy early. Sharks play the ball just right of the sticks. 8-0, second tackle. Nicho Hynes gives it to Fanua Blake, who strolls over and scores beside the sticks. Embarrassingly easy from Cronulla, but yeah, I don't love the fact that we had the ball, but I do love a Fanua Blake try from Nicho Hynes pass for Supercoach, so I'll allow it. Sharks 12, Cowboys 0.
Anglerfish, hey man, or Chicky, happy Sunday. Hello, happy Sunday to you, Anglerfish. Yes, happy Sunday. John Bateman left grasping for air. Same thing with Tom Dearden, and that's the second try in 17 minutes that has come down John Bateman's avenue.
Yeah, that was pretty shit defense there, for being totally honest. Drinkwater put a big effort in, but Bateman put less than 0 in, so not good. Too easy there for Fanua Blake. Good stuff by the Sharks. Nicho Hynes pulling all the right strings thus far.
Blake Brayley's having a good game. I feel, man, I feel so flat right now. That
was a bit easy from Cronulla. You love to see it because I've seen games where Cronulla have started like the Cowboys. So they gotta stay close enough. If they're 30-0 down at halftime, well, it doesn't matter how big the wind is. But if they score next, it's game on. Not that I want them to. You're a friend, Sam. But
no, You want it. I know you want it, mate. You'd throw me into a pit of fire for the Sharkies to get the 2 points today because I'd do the same to you. It's 14 points to nil after 18 minutes. Oh.
That's it. Good start from Cronulla. Pretty much that one knock on aside, a very close to perfect start from Cronulla. You don't say that often. Must be coincidence, but I'm feeling better, Sam. Like the fog is.
Well, I'm hoping that there might be some malt liquor in the cabinet, mate.
Yeah, it was funny at work on Friday. They're like, "Oh, you sound like you're getting the flu. You should drink some scotch." I was like, "All right," but yeah, it's Kafusi's up over the just short of the 20. What a haircut! That guy's got like the best hair. Ronaldo Mulatalo's in field in the absolute pit of water. That is a disgusting haircut from Kafusi. Oh my God. Fanua Blake has probably been the best player in the field, is up over the 30. Just makes another 3, 4, 5 post-contact meters and plays the ball quickly. No, too quick. Referee says, hey, get back and play it again. As ball's turned inside to Cam McInnes just holds the ball there. Kennedy makes it up just short of halfway, and the kick will come from Cronulla. Ball goes left to Trindle, who puts it up. I don't know if they'll be able to contest this one as Drinkwater takes it on the chest.
Well done. Takes it on his 10 and goes across field to the left-hand side. And look, there's a couple of comments here that says, keep the faith, dude. Got to have faith in the Cowboys. So you're right, guys. I should have some faith, shouldn't I? All right, so Dearden goes left, and this is Burns, and he's tackled about 22 metres out from his own try line. So Cowboys again running left to right of screen. They're out on top of the screen, and now they're coming back in field here with Jeremiah Nene, who gets over the 30-metre line by a couple of metres. This is, if I'm not mistaken, fourth tackle. Robson passes right to Neem. Neem puts the foot down and gets over the 40-metre line by a metre or so. But this is last tackle on the 40. Dearden kicks inside the half, and it's going to be taken there safely by Kennedy.
Holds up in the wind. It's a pretty good kick, all things considered. It's Kennedy will get up over the 30. A lot of balls going to be played down that end, the other end of the field. So Cowboys just got to hold on here. It's Ronaldo Mulatalo takes a hit up and gets met. I think that's Griffin Neem in the middle there. It's good defence. Bateman gets a tackle, which could have used a bit earlier, just quietly. Sione Katoa's up over the 40. He's been busy too. Got to go looking for work. I don't think there'll be too much ball movement. There's Fanua Blake just bust tackles for fun. Gets up over the 50. Javoy looks like he's coming on. He's a monster. As Brayley looks right, gives it to Ramian, who gives it to Sione. Finds a bit of space. Mate, he beats 1, beats 2, beats 3. Great tackle from Drinkwater. Try savers. Cronulla's brought it down about 1.5 meters short here. As the ball will go left to Nico, who puts it up. This is anybody's ball. Ronaldo contests, knocks it back. Trindle kicks it forward, and Talakai will get beaten. Well done. Oh, he runs into the Aramex thing and goes for a dip. There's about 3 feet of water just there, and he found it. Oh, my God. He soaked the big man.
Oh, man. All right, so the call here, it could be a scrum or just a play the ball for North Queensland. Still looking at the replay of it all.
Should be a 7-tackle set.
He shot Talakai Steele bomb. Oh, Bitungan has his first carry in first grade. Marley Bitungan has the first play the ball of his career, and it's now with Griffin Neem, and Neem is stopped just shy of halfway. And Robson scoots the right-hand side and makes an effective 10-metre carry and gets 6 again for his team. Edwards gets to dummy half. It goes right to Dearden. Dearden to Laybart, right to Derby. Derby puts the step on Kennedy, but in comes Talakai to finish him off. This is second tackle. Laybart, Dearden, way out left to Drinkwater, left to Purdue, puts the dummy on, and is stopped on the 10-metre line. 18 minutes to go in this first half as Robson goes right to Dearden. Dearden puts in the grubber kick on the second tackle, and it's batted dead only just by Talakai. I wonder if there may have been a Cowboys touch there, but a second tackle grubber. Oh, man, you got to be...
Good footy from the Cowboys, but they had a monster overlap there and didn't let the ball sing. He looks big, boy. Whoa.
He is. Bitungan has definitely started with a bit of energy. see in the background there that Kafusi's holding his bloody shoulder or collarbone there, mate, as the goal line dropout is taken and it wobbles its way down to Batungani as he takes it on the 40 and is cracked there by Hamlin Uele. And it looks like that he's got his fan base at Shark Park.
Cool.
Dearden, Drinkwater, Purdue, flat for Cotter. And Cotter backs his way over the 30-metre line there. 25 metres out, left of the goal posts. And they're coming right back infield here for Edwards, out the back to Dearden. Back under for Laybart. Laybart looking for a hole, and he's taken down by Jesse Ramian, who's very much infield at the moment. Robson goes away from that space, and then Bitungan is met by Trindle. Bitungan still stands in the tackle. And he'll play the ball about 16 away from the try line. Left, Purdue. Left, Drinkwater. Left, Nene, nice bat on. Nice bat on. Can Burns get there to save it? Yes, he does. It's back to Drinkwater, 30 metres out now. They've lost about 15 metres. Passes right to Dearden. Out the back to Drinkwater. Right to Bateman. Right to Laybart, who spills the lollies. Because, damn, that was good. That was good passing. That was awesome between Drinkwater and Dearden. Bugger.
Brilliant football there from the Cowboys. Probably a try going begging as Drinkwater and Dearden, just spectacular football as Bateman just has to hit his chest. The pass was fine. That's a try going begging there for the Cowboys. Jeez, what a difference your man's made since he's come on. My word, he looks like he's got 10 games under his belt, not about 10 seconds of football. Good stuff. I mean, fuck yes, but good stuff.
Yeah, chat, yeah. Should have been a try. Absolutely. Back up.
I mean, what a shame, but that's good. Good for you, Cowboys. It's probably could add one or two there. I'd say good scramble from Cronulla, but it wasn't really. As Sione Katoa has brought down 20 out to get whacked in the tackle. Geez, Cotter's been busy. Everyone needs a Ruben Cotter, honestly. As Jesse Ramian's met, they're not going anywhere here. Cronulla just over the 20 on the second. Again, I think they'll be looking to kick early. Here's Hamlin Uele goes for a run, gets up to the 30. Well done by the big man. It's a quickish play the ball. It's Fanua Blake's up to the 40. The difference between him and the Uele carry is just night and day. Ken McInnes goes for a run, gets met, but will just short of the halfway line as Brayley looks left to Trindle, who will put it higher, you would imagine, as Drinkwater should take this fairly comfortably.
Does on his own 10, runs centre field and is stopped 15 out from the try line. Derby gets to dummy half. So at least they've stemmed the bleeding here for now, North Queensland. And that's good marker defence from Nico Hines. Derby only able to make a couple metres. This is Braden Burns now with a carry. And he's in danger of getting driven back, but he's able to stand his ground. Plays the ball. No, he doesn't. He just drops the friggin' thing. Bugger.
Yeah, that was lazy. The Cowboys say he should be challenged, and Adam G says, "Don't waste my time, kid." Yeah, just ball plant, mate. Just not good. As Todd Payton sits in the stands, puts everyone to sleep. I swear he's still talking after that.
Don't. Don't. Leave him alone,
mate. Ugh. The Sharks had the ball in the 30 through Jesse Ramian, who's well brought down there by Jackson Purdue, I believe. Sprayley goes from dummy halves, gives it to Katoa, who's up over the 20. Cronulla have, another 4 tackles here, just inside the 20. It's Nico Hines that takes it to the line. Hamlin Uele gets smashed by Griffin Neem. Robson finishes him off there, just short of the 10 here. As the ball goes right through Trindle, turns it inside to Nico, who's scheming. He'll get brought down a couple metres short. I think there's a big backline moving coming to the left here. The ball does go left through Hines, who gives it to Teague Wilton, who's well brought down by Dearden and loses the ball. Try saver there from the best on ground in Origin 3. Good stuff.
That is a severe tackle. That is a great tackle. Wilton was steaming onto it. Laybart was involved in it too, but it was Dearden that really completed it. Strong from Dearden, much shorter than Teague Wilton, but Dearden just all heart, man, all heart.
Brilliant stuff from Dearden. He's such a good footballer.
Alrighty, so Cowboys win the scrum from 10 metres out, and Nene has the hit up and got away from Nicola, still going forward with post contact. Eventually plays the ball. Robson passes right infield here for Braden Burns. Oh, man, that's good defense from Brayley and company. Robson gets the dummy half, scoots back to the left. Cotter makes a good 8-metre carry, just short of the 30. Third tackle. Robson, right, bit to gun. Passes right to Dearden. Holds up the pass to Dearden, and he's able to scramble his way to the 40. Fourth tackle. Left infield again for Harrison Edwards, and Edwards is cracked by Hanlon Uella, who's been not too bad defensively to start, and Dearden now kicks it from inside his own half.
The ball will hold up again. Good kick considering. As Kennedy brings it up just shy of the 20. Gets brought down by Griffin Neame. I dare say Cronulla will be looking to bring on the big boys in a minute. Tom Hazelton and Jesse Colquhoun warming up on the sideline.
Mate, are you excited to see Big Tom back, bro?
I am, mate. I love big ball Tom. The ball's pushed out there, and that's a very, very weak penalty from the Cowboys. That's just dumb. And Ronaldo's chirping. You know, he's in the mood when he's chirping. That's Bateman again, who's probably the worst player on the park. I don't like saying that, but it's pretty clear. Yeah, mate, I love big ball Tom. He's one of my favourites. And Jesse Colquhoun's on the field now. I think he may be my favourite, whilst Eero and Stone Street are out, of course. Sifa Talakai will take the tap just short of halfway. So they go right through that man, Jesse Colquhoun, with 4 O's. He gets more O's as he plays more minutes. At the moment, it's 4 O's in Colquhoun. There's Hamlin Uwelli's up over halfway. Good day. Gets the offload off. Wow, enterprising stuff as Brayley's up over the 40. Good stuff from BHU. I don't say that often. This ball goes right to Colquhoun, who goes right to Nico. Nicola hits the line. Threatens to go through, beats one. Well handled by Jeremiah Nene, just short of the 20. So Ramian looks in Nico. Nico turns it, dummies, turns it inside to Colquhoun, who's been busy since coming on. He's up to the 20, fourth tackle, just right of the sticks. Nico Hines runs to the line, goes left. Trindle, great ball. Kennedy with the bat on, gives it to Ronaldo, who beats one and will score in the corner. So exciting, I had to cough. That's good football from the Sharks. Ronaldo made him look stupid, if I do say so myself. 18-0 kick to come.
Just going to wait for a replay here. So, started on the Sharks 20, out left. Nice bat on from Kennedy. Drinkwater went low.
Oh, he stood him up.
And Ronaldo Mulitalo
strolls in. Not the greatest effort from Drinkwater, should we say? Blistering football. Okay, so I'm going to try and explain what Drinkwater did here. So he runs up, sort of falls over, but not really. And then that was shit from Drinkwater. What the hell? That guy is one of my favourite footballers, and then every now and then he'll do something like in the second half, he'll score the greatest try of the season. And you're saying, why are you doing this? Why can't you be like this all the time? But good stuff from the Sharks. Ronaldo scores 13 in 14 games. He and Kyle Felt had one of the great all-time rivalries. Yes,
they did actually. But I just look. I'm not a footy player. I know that. I'm just an armchair expert. But I would have preferred to have seen Scott Drinkwater keep his feet instead of sliding in to try and take down Mulitalo just then. But Mulitalo just galloped over the top of Scott Drinkwater just then.
Wow, that's a great kick in the conditions. He's hung it out to the right, and the wind has done the rest, and it's Cronulla 20-0. I was in the pre-game. I said it was a 10-point win, so you take the 20 points. At 14-0, Cronulla probably feel they're a try short, so that's more like it. If we can just not, and I say we, being the Sharks, just not concede that try in half-time as we do every single week, it's pretty close to perfect first half. So good stuff.
Would you have preferred to have seen Scott Drinkwater keep his feet and try to wrap up the man instead of playing equestrian for a half a second?
Absolutely. That was there wasn't a great effort in that. Ronaldo takes the ball on his backside and slides to the 20. It's well handled there by Bateman, but that's Ronaldo. He makes the difficult look easy and the easy look difficult. As Talakai is whacked. So Cowboys are off for this in defence, but need to see a little bit more with the ball. There's Cronulla on the third, or just up over the 40 through Hamlin-Uwelli, who's been very, very good today. He's up to halfway. Runs over Mr. Robson. So the ball goes right to Fanua Blake, who will just boss his way to the 40. I genuinely think he's been the best player on the park. As Bailey's in at dummy half, gives it to Nico, who will put it high.
Oh, it's reported takes it. Steps one. Can't step Jesse Ramian, who came in late. No, it was Katoa. And now Purge gives it right to Burns, and Burns is able to back his way to the 10. Is he going to get dragged back? He is. He offloads back to Robson, however, back to Derby, and Derby's able to get back over the 10. And it's a what's the call here? What's the call?
Is this so? I think it's a player who was offside from the play. The ball's got involved.
Yeah, fair enough. Hey,
What do they call it? It's not downtown.
No, it's not downtown, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah, absolutely. As the rain looks like it has activated at Shark Park.
There was talk of hail earlier. That's how hard it was coming down. As Big Ball Tom looks to be coming on with 7 minutes to go. Sharks fresh out of 6 right in front of the sticks. Nico Hines runs to the line, schemes. Well handled there by Purdue. Second tackle, 10 metres out, right at the top of the screen. There's Brayley in at first receiver, just turns it into Colhoun, who beats one, gets pinned just over the 10. Ball goes right. Nico Hines hits the line, gives it to Ramian, who goes left. Well handled there, as it is teaming down here. Brayley hits the line, goes right to Kennedy, who threatens to stroll through. Good tackle by Cotter. 4th tackle, a couple metres out. Kick early. That'll be 6 again, will it? I don't know. No, it won't be. Oh, yeah, it will be. You never know anymore. Like, it's just an absolute shit fight. So Braden Hamlin-Uwelli, fresh out of 6, right in front of the sticks. It's brought down a couple metres out. Brayley looks left to Nico Hines, who gives it left. There's numbers here. It's Talakai to Ronaldo Mulatalo, who strolls over to score in the corner. That is way too easy for Cronulla. And doesn't Mulatalo love it? Not good
Very
for the
good
Cowboys,
stuff.
mate. Not
Very good.
So I made that sound a bit easier than it was. Ronaldo had to beat 1 or 2 coming back, but every time they've gone left, they've threatened to score. This Talakai's just laid it on a platter. Try time, Cronulla, 24-0 kick to come. And to be honest, it probably feels like a 20-point lead. So 24, you take that as a Sharks fan.
I actually really gave Cowboys a sniff, and considering the Tigers just beat Dogs rather convincingly, and Dragons upset Canberra, I believed, Dan. I believed. It's Sunday. It's the holy day. You got to have faith, mate. They leaked in the first 5 minutes, and now with 5 minutes to go in the first half, it's 24 points to 0. It could be 26 if Nico Hines continues his 100% conversion rate in this first half.
That's true, mate, but you're forgetting it's the Sharks here. No lead is safe with this team. The tide will turn, and the wind ain't going anywhere. As I'm in Sylvania, and it is absolutely. I'm looking outside, and I can barely see the trees through the rain. It is fucking diabolical, and the wind is blowing. Oh, it's awful. As Nico Hines comes in to convert, and will nail it again from almost the sideline. He's just got the ball on a string at the moment, does Nico. Mate, the Cowboys will need the wind in the second half, and they'll have it. Like, I wish you could see what I can see here. It is apocalyptically bad here in the Shire.
No. Oh, dear. Let's see. So I'm going back up to see some of the comments that were left before about me trying to have faith. I think those comments were left about 10 minutes ago, possibly 15 minutes ago. We're now at 26-0.
That's it. It's the ball taken there by, is that Braden Trindle? Shortish kick-off, not by design. As Talakai puts his hand up for another run. He's been very busy today. He'll get to the 30. Post-contact meters, mate. It's a real problem for the Cowboys. They're just not winning the ruck. It's big bold Tom's on the field, and he looks huge and bold. And I love the head. What's the point of the headband? It's not like his hair's going to get in his eyes. As Calhoun takes a hit up, he's been very, very good. This Tom, what a man. He's the man we all aspire to be, mate. As Braden Hamunueli goes for a hit up. Skittles a couple of players, and that could be trouble. So the ball comes in for Ronaldo, who's looking for a gap. There's a bit of a square up in the middle here. Bateman and Newelly. It all comes to naught. Good stuff. Let the boys settle it. As they go left, Trindle kicks it from the 40, puts it up. Drinkwater should take this.
He doesn't.
Puts it down, and it'll be 6 more to Cronulla. As Talakai beats 1, beats 2 and get brought down a couple of metres short of the line. Fresh set for Cronulla, 3 metres out, 3 minutes to go. The Cowboys have to hold on here as 6 more tackles is given. As Nico Hines as it's dropped from Katoa. I don't like that. It was first tackle. There's absolutely no need for that. Yes, it could have probably should have come off, but that's rush of shit to the brain there from Nico Hines. Cowboys avoid.
Yeah, if I'm a Sharky supporter, I don't like that as well. That is a rush of blood. You got to be just a bit more patient than that, a little bit more professional, for maybe lack of a better word than that, man, and really turn the screws as Bateman decides to go backwards and sideways. Bateman plays the ball. This second tackle, Jeremiah Nene goes straight, and he stopped just before the 30. Second tackle, they've gone 10 metres from the start. This is Griffin Neem, so this is third tackle now. 2 minutes to go in this first half. Robson goes right. Edwards over the 40. And he's getting driven back beyond the 40-metre line. So he's going to play the ball about 12 short of halfway. Robson past Asper and Drinkwater, then to Cotter, then to Burns. He stops on his run and is able to get over halfway. I don't know what happened there. Now that wasn't an error. Drinkwater at dummy half. Goes right. Finds Purdue. Puts the bomb up. It's getting chased by Jeremiah Nene. But Kennedy takes it completely uncontested.
Kennedy does very, very well there. It was enterprising from the Cowboys. Again, not by design, but it seemed to work. Wilton's hammered just past the 30. Couple minutes to go here. Cronulla the Cowboys might see another tackle or two, but Katoa goes for a hit up, gets brought down to short of the 40. Again, the ball goes through the hands. We're talking 30-0. It's probably game over, but big bold Tom goes for another run. It's just short of the halfway. Fourth tackle. Brayley goes in the dummy half, looks left, looks right, gives it to Calhoun by Griffin Neem. He's been very good today. A rare Cowboy standout. So ball will go left to Trindle, who hoofs it high. That's well done there from Drinkwater, who takes it out. Full good stuff.
You just got to touch it. That's all you got to do. You just got to touch the line. You don't have to catch it. You just got to have your foot on that line and then just catch it. So, well done. Yeah, that's all you need to do. You don't need to catch it. All right, so the Cowboys got 40 seconds to try and get on the board. And Bateman's got ball in hand. And the play the ball is going to come 5 short of halfway. Robson left in field for Derby. And Derby gets to halfway and makes about 5 metres. They're centre field right in the centre of Shark Park. Robson left, Edwards straight and hard. And he's able to make about 5 metres to the 40-metre line. 15 seconds remain. Robson comes back right, Dearden. Out the back right to Drinkwater. Running, able to grab, and then offloads it back to Laybutt. And Laybutt, well, it's about a 10-metre play there. And this is going to be the last play of the half. Scott Drinkwater, Dearden, got cracked. It's gone forward. It's gone forward. It's gone forward. It's a knock-on. And that is halftime. Cronulla are up 26 points to 0.
Pretty good stuff there from the Sharks as they zoom in on Jesse Colquhoun, who... Name one player who's better than Jesse Colquhoun, mate. You can't, because it can't be done. What a man. What a man. So no one's arguing. No one in the comments, because you can't. Colquhoun is the man. I'll tell you what, if you'd asked me what I want to see at halftime, 26-0 is right up there. I didn't expect that. Very good from Cronulla. I know all the conditions are in their favour and the second half will be much, much different. But I said it was a 20-point win. I retracted that to 10, 26-0. You take that.
Look, just want to apologize to absolutely everybody because the Cowboys are ruining everybody's Sunday at the moment, and they have also ruined the close streak that is for Dan and I. Every time Dan and I have commentated, it's always been a cracker. It's always been close. Unfortunately, unless if Cowboys provide the greatest comeback in NRL history, ARL history, New South Wales Rugby League history, yes, that streak is well and truly over. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We've seen crazy things. I don't think we'd see much crazier than that, though.
No, look, it's a long way back here for the Cowboys, but I can't stress enough how favourable Cronulla's conditions were. We saw the kicks, they were going up and getting blown backwards. So maybe that's something to work for. I dare say we might see some Tom Dearden early kicks because they have to take some risk early here, the Cowboys, to get back into this game. Like 26,
no, that's the thing.
It's pretty impressive.
No, that's the thing, man. Like, yeah, I think they will probably score a couple of points in this second half, man, considering the breeze is going to be at their back. Tahi, bro, now time to turn it around now, Sammy. This was all part of the game plan, says Tahi, bro. That's a very risky game plan, bro. But, yeah, look, what do I say? In attack, Cowboys, when they were in attack, they actually don't look bad coming out from their own end. Sharks defense, they have turned it on today themselves, so it's been good because the Cowboys have thrown a fair bit at them. Cohen Hess disappeared pretty quickly after 10, 15 minutes for Mali Bitungan, if I'm not mistaken. I'll check out the stats, but yeah, Bitungan provided a bit of energy for about 5 or 10 minutes there. The boys lifted for him upon his debut, and we were able to get a goal line dropout or what have you. So that was okay. Robson's worked hard. Derby and Burns have made some tough carries out of their own end. So both wingers have done okay. So I'd probably tend to suggest that Griffin Neem and Reece Robson have probably been our best on the park, to be honest, in that first half.
Yeah, hard to argue. There hasn't been a whole lot. Tom Dearden's threatened a couple of times. Probably should have had a try assist. Drinkwater's looked good in attack. Looks like he's got no idea in defence. Bateman's been cut to pieces on that right edge. I think Cronulla have just won the middle. Obviously, again, you can't call this game without mentioning the huge wind and the conditions, but Adam Fanua-Blake's probably been the best player on the park, if not certainly top couple. Hamlin Ueli's had his best game in Cronulla colours all year. And, Colhoun and Tom just came on and just kept rolling. Nicker and Wilton have been dominating their individual matchups, and I thought Ramian and Talakai both been strong. So you can't ask much more if you're a Sharks fan. Nico's been pretty good. Brayley's been scheming. He had that early try assist. Trindle's been good. Hasn't been a bad player on the park for Cronulla. So, so far, so good, mate.
I'm glad that they're raising your spirits, mate. I'm very, very happy the Sharkies are making you feel a little bit better. Now, I'm going to go into the NRLW Magic round because I actually don't know what has happened since the North Queensland Cowboys NRLW team went down to the New Zealand Warriors in a seriously bruising encounter. So they went down 12-6 in a bruising encounter. And okay, so Canberra Raiders put up their best defensive effort of the year so far, but Newcastle still prevailing 13 plus, 18 points to nil. I think, and the Dragons, they're up 10 points to 2 in the second half. That is a bit of an upset occurring between the Eels and the Dragons because Dragons are without Flash Tegan Berry and another player or two. So maybe the Parramatta Eels losing to the Newcastle Knights last weekend has rattled them a fair bit. But that's some good stuff there from the St. George Illawarra Dragons, honestly. The game that I did not see yesterday, however, I don't know if you did, Dan. I don't know if you want to talk about it, but Brisbane Broncos defeating your NRLW Cronulla Sutherland Sharks, 28 points to 14. By the looks of things, I haven't even seen highlights of it. I've just seen a couple of bits and pieces, but it looks like that the Broncos got out to a 16-0 lead, and they were never really headed from that point onwards.
No, Tamika Upton was just tore us to shreds. Cronulla, you know, I hate using the excuses. Cronulla just run out of forwards. Like, we had 6 or 7 middles out, and then backline players, and they all had to shift to the point where Toka Patolo, who's never played second row, and she had to start there. So the Broncos probably wasn't the game you wanted to see under those conditions. But again, if you're going to lose, maybe the Broncos is the game. The girls scored the last 14 points, which is good, but we're never in it, to be totally honest. There's been a couple of games that Cronulla can look back on and think, oh, geez, we probably should have beaten a couple of teams. But Brisbane were never going to be headed. I hate to call it this early, but anything other than a Roosters-Broncos grand final is looking very, very unlikely.
Yeah, maybe Newcastle Knights can challenge that. But yeah, that's definitely the hot tip. That is the hot favourite for the grand final this year. For a fresh reaction from a North Queensland Cowboys NRLW team, they definitely had their chances. I don't blame them for the errors that occurred, both teams. I mean, you've seen the conditions in Newcastle this weekend. But for the Cowboys, there must have been at least five sets of 6 where they were on the attack from 10 metres out, and it was just one out stuff. There was no variation or no decision to play a little bit risky. And to try and chuck it to Ja'Kai Whitfield from 10 metres out, didn't do it once inside the final 15 minutes. So that was frustrating. That was disappointing as well. But as I just sort of alluded to then, Ja'Kai Whitfield for the Cowboys this morning was insane. She had 170 running meters inside the first half alone. So she got herself up to well over 250. But credit to the Warriors. They absolutely stuck it to the Cowboys. And we'll just go to round number 6. So, you got the Derby. You got the Derby next week. So the Dragons versus Sharks. Dragons look like they're on track to win today, but with about 5 weeks to go in the NRLW, that is must win for both of those sides. I would say, with much respect, in particularly the Cronulla Sharks, man.
Yeah, look, we haven't lost to the Dragons yet, and last year we touched them up. But you never know in a derby, and it'd be interesting to see what sort of team Cronulla can name, to be honest. Jada Taylor, who was hoping to be back by round 1, may miss the season. Now, round of buys looks like she's done for the year. Caitlin Johnston-Green's at a point where, do you risk her? Do you bring it back post-pregnancy? And I don't know anymore. Brooke Anderson failed a HIA. She should be back, hopefully, but you never truly know with head knocks. Look, yeah, if Cronulla lose that game, I'm putting all the players on ice and saying, look, this isn't our year. If we get through that, then you can start looking at the back end of the season. But, yeah, I'm glad Berry won't be there, put it that way, because she's arguably the most exciting player in the women's game. But Tyrese Proctor, the Cav, I believe, the Duke superstar, the Aussie basketballer, was just in a Sharks jersey. That's good to see. Love the good cross-promotion. But, yeah, mate, the Jets had a draw earlier. There's no flag this weekend. The girls lost. Yep. So hoping the boys hold on here, and then next week we go to work against the little brother and little sister.
And the Queensland Cup, it's the same thing too, man. That Queensland Cup, Host Plus Cup, both men's and women's, they've had the week off this week. As a matter of fact, the BMD Premiership has been closed down for about 2 or 3 weeks now. So it all kicks up. It goes into overdrive. Finals goes into overdrive. But what is your fresh reaction back to the NRL world now, Dan, from the earlier result today? That is now the 3rd, possibly 4th time we've seen the Bulldogs play in the rain, and they have been done in. And credit to the West Tigers, I'm actually elated for the West Tigers that they got that revenge game won and done. Winning, I think it was 26-8. I think the final scoreline was maybe 26-14. Hang on. Let me verify that. That was 28-14. It was totally unexpected. Tigers were about $4 outsiders before kickoff, but an amazing first half of footy, charged by Adam Dewey. He was absolutely unreal today, Adam Dewey. What did you make about the Tigers-Bulldogs game today?
Yeah, they were fantastic. I tuned in and it was 12-0 or something. And then Adam Dewey went the length, and then I went back and rewatched the first 20 in the halftime break on fast forward. I couldn't believe it. The Dogs are in real trouble. Not that they're going to finish top 4, but if it's raining come finals time, you need one win in the rain. I know it could be just coincidence, and I know they ran into a Brewing Broncos team, etc. But you can't be good in favourable conditions and terrible in unfavourable, because not everything's going to go right, especially at the back end of the season. So yeah, I'd be worried if I'm a Dogs fan. I got to say, I think Galvin was really rattled today. I don't blame the kid. He's young, he's still inexperienced, and the weight of the world was on his shoulders. And it looked like the booing got to him, which sucks. But it shows opposition fans, well, we know we can get to this kid. So I hope we don't see it, because I don't like him. But I'm okay with an early boo. It's fun. But when you start hammering a player, I don't think we've seen the last of the Lockie Galvin assault from the crowd going in. And he's got to own that, to be honest. Look, good stuff from the Tigers. Good. They should avoid the wooden spoon now. I love what I saw from Adam Dewey. He's one of my favourite players. I love this guy. He turns into peak Andrew Johns when he's playing for a contract. So just keep rolling those one-year deals if you can. It's good football. And geez, Canberra fans are just, thank you very much, Tigers.
Absolutely. Going into the ladder now, and let's touch just quickly before we come back. It looks like we're about to come back. Bulldogs now, with that loss, they drop down to 3rd. Storm becomes 2nd. Raiders still got the 1-point win over the Storm, but there's a potential that the Dogs are going to have to play the Storm in Melbourne, and I mean it's Melbourne in winter. And Galvin, if he showed today that he's easily rattled, a sold-out Amy Park, I mean, the Dogs are actually in trouble of going out in straight sets, potentially, man.
Yeah, I mean, you want to host a game in round 1 of the finals where you can. I mean, if it's either hosting or go to Melbourne, you're in big trouble there. Look, I think the top 4, I think Penrith will jump the Warriors, and I think that top 4 will play off. They'll be the prelims. But I mean, the Broncos at times look really, really good. At times look deplorable. The Dolphins can beat anyone on their day, and Cronulla have a good 40 minutes of football in them, so they can get anyone on their day too. So it's going to be fun running. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yep, and we see the Cowboys coming back out onto Shark Park now. So at the moment, the Sharkies, they are on 8th position. If they win today, they go to 7th position, and the Dolphins will be 8th. So the Roosters and Manly, they're both on 24 points, 1 win behind the Dolphins, but they're really 2 wins behind the Dolphins, considering the Dolphins' immaculate for and against. So the Roosters and Seagulls, they both play the Dolphins over the course of the next month. So Dolphins, Roosters, Manly, that is fascinating stuff. But I mean, the Broncos, they're not locked in, neither are Cronulla, but I do think that Sharkies and Broncos will make it. It's just a matter between it's a triple threat between the Dolphins, Roosters, and Seagulls, as we see your Cronulla Sharks hit the paddock, mate.
Absolutely. Jesse Calhoun running out now. Weather has not improved at all during the break. Looking deplorable down there at Shark Park. There'd be 3,000 people there, I reckon, and good on every single one of them. Maybe 4,500. Both stands are pretty well done. Like 10 years ago, Sam, I would have been there on halfway. I would have laughed at suggestions of bringing an umbrella.
Yeah.
And then I would have got the flu. So I'm just cutting out the middle, man.
Oh, dear.
And Todd Payton, fresh off his halftime speech, it went for 45 minutes. Should Cowboys need to come out and fire up here, mate? If they don't score first, this could be anything. If they score first, get the Sharks' head, could be game on.
Alrighty, so kickoff for me has just commenced now. Cowboys are going to receive the pill, and they take it on the full 5 meters out from the try line. Griffin Neame charges back to, good contact between Hamlin Uele and Griffin Neame. Play the ball about 15 out from the try line. Robert Derby has the hit up and gets over the 20-meter line by a meter or two. Cowboys are running right to left of screen, and this is Robson out the back left to Kai O'Donnell there, if I'm not mistaken. and he gets up, plays the ball. Robson comes back right for Harrison Edwards, and he ball plays before, or dummies before he gets over the 30-metre line. Fourth tackle, and Robson goes right. This is for John Bateman. He gets over the 40, and he's going to play the ball about 5 short of halfway. Robson passes right, and Dearden kicks inside his own half.
Ball goes up. Kennedy takes on the chest 20 metres out and get back just short of the 30. So you already see the difference in Dearden's kicking game. It had about 25 extra metres on it. As Ronaldo puts his hand up, goes right to Sione Katoa. The wingers combining in the middle of the field. Don't see that very often, probably for good reason. Jesse Ramian puts his hand up for a run, gets flattened on the 30, gets driven backwards. Good tackle there by Robson. Bailey looks left. The big ball, Tom, who's up over the 30. Fourth tackle is Fanil Blake, leads 127 metres. That doesn't shock me at all. As Colhoun goes for a run. Bad as a couple, gets up to the 40. The kick will come here from Hines or Trindle. It will come from Nico, who puts it up, and it holds up in the breeze.
Yeah, it sure does. It lands on the 30, picked up by Burns on the bounce, breaks away from one, and good defence there from Brayley and Tom Hazelton. So Cowboys start about 18 short of halfway. This is Jeremiah Nene, who fights his way over the 40-metre line by a metre or so. Second tackle, they're central. Robson goes right. Robert Derby collides with Tom Hazelton and Braden Trindle and is able to get to halfway here. So third tackle. Cowboys have started the second half with the territory, and 6 again now here for North Queensland as Kai O'Donnell gets to the Sharkies 40-metre line. First tackle, Robson, left. Edwards, very flat for Griffin Neame, but Griffin Neame takes the tackle and is stopped 15 inside Sharkies territory. This is Dearden dummying back under here for Kai O'Donnell, and O'Donnell is able to make a few post-contact meters on that occasion. Third tackle, Robson, right. Dearden, flat pass for Dearden, but back left infield for Neame. Neame taken down by Big Tom, and he'll play the ball about 11 short. Robson feigned to go right, but went left. Gave it to Harrison Edwards. There was a bit of a gap there if he was a bit quicker. This is last tackle. Robson left for Purdue, puts in the grubber kick. Ruben Cotter's chasing. It's been battered dead by Colhoun on that occasion.
Fantastic from Jess, who won the chase. Already a big shift in momentum. The Cowboys won that battle by the 6 again. But, the game's turn. The wind has not subsided. Brilliant stuff from Colhoun there. Genuine try saver.
Just waiting for the goal line dropout to
Sharks
commence. Balls.
There's no other way.
So they go medium. It's knocked on by Robert Derby, and it's in the lap of Sharks.
Cronulla will take the ball. They had to do that. You can't go long. It's just impossible. So I'm surprised the Cowboys weren't more awake to that. It's Talakai's met by Griffin Neame, who's gone coast to coast, I believe. Looks like he's lost here.
There's a knock on, or no, it's a penalty.
So every single game, Braden Trindle goes for a chunder, and it looks like he's just gone there again. Yeah, I don't know the source. Oh, yeah, stripped out by the Cowboys. I don't know the source of the Braden Trindle blur, but it happens every single game. Must be a nerves thing. So, exclusive there here on Wobble and Jaw.
Thank you.
So, the Sharks go through big bold Tom up over the 40. See, the Cowboys had all the momentum there, and they've given it away via penalty. Just ill-discipline. As Bailey goes to Colhoun, who ball plays in for Hamlin Uwelli, who skittles Robson and will get up right on halfway. Robson comes back to win contact. Good stuff. As Colhoun's been busy. He's met by a couple. Jeremiah Nene there over the top. This ball goes left to Hamlin Uwelli, who just takes a hit up right down the middle. Safety first from Cronulla. 4 tackle, 35 out. He's got to get in a position where he can put up some sort of contestable kick. As Nico goes left to Tom, who's just up short of the 20. Pretty close to the perfect set from Cronulla. Be interesting to see what they do here. So the ball goes up through Trindle, holds up in the well taken by the Cowboys.
Was he touched in midair? Anyway, I'm looking for anything there. Tom Dearden gives it out left to Zach Labart, and the Sharkies are offside. So this first 5 minutes, Dan, the Sharkies have given away 2 penalties or thereabouts, and given a lot of territory and possession away. So not the greatest. Well, I mean, they're up 26-0, so, they're fine at the moment, but not a great start from the Sharkies to start this game as Zach Labart taps it from about his own 30 and gets to about 5 short of halfway. Labart gets up and plays the ball left to Dearden, at the back left here for Kai O'Donnell, and O'Donnell is able to enter Sharks territory. Nice carry from him. O'Donnell plays the ball 5 inside Sharks territory. They go right to Griffin Neame, and Griffin Neame is tackled just beyond the 40-metre line. He grimaces in the tackle. Strong contact by Colquhoun and Wilton. He's down on his haunches, but play on. Dearden, Purdue, Cotter. This is 6 again now. Cowboys, they're 25 out. Robson runs to the right before passing to Dearden. Dummying, right to Drinkwater, back under for Bateman. He weaves, spins. Few post-contact meters, gets to him about 12 out from the try line. Robson left infield for Purdue, flat for O'Donnell. Good take from him. He was set upon very quickly by, I think that may have been Nikora. And Robson, a dummy half, runs to the right, getting it off to Harrison Edwards, but he's crunched there by Hazelton and Colquhoun. 4th tackle right in front of the sticks. Robson puts in the grubber kick for Griffin Neame. And big Neame scores from a grubber kick by Reece Robson, if you don't mind.
No one deserves that more, mate. I think Griffin Neame's been your best player all game. Good stuff there from Robson, much like we saw in the earlier. If you get from Brayley, if you get that right, it's very, very hard to defend. Kennedy caught in the line, and Neame's really patient and gets the ball down. Good stuff from the Cowboys.
You've said it since the start, even before we went live, man, that this was a 10-point breeze, bro. And already they have utilised it. They've greeted it, and it's a try from a kick for Griffin Neame. Totally unexpected. The comeback is on, and by God, if the comeback proves to be true, mate, everyone is going to go in fucking meltdown just quietly.
Well, it's hard to see how many points Cronulla can score on the other end. It's going to take a break, to be honest, because they're not going to win in field position. And we saw that Cronulla just scored all their points on the back of the mountain of field position. So the game plan is there for the Cowboys, who thus far, that's good.
And it's Zach Labart who's taken the kick for conversion. I don't think it's his first, but he ain't got friggin' more than 5, I don't reckon. So Zach Labart lines up the kick. Only about 5 meters to the right, 15 meters out, and straight over the black dot it goes, 26-6, 7 minutes in. So they had to score early inside the first 10 minutes to at least raise an eyebrow, and they've done exactly that.
Yeah, it's the game needed that, to say the least. Yeah, if Cronulla scored early, it was probably all she wrote. But Cowboys got all the momentum, got all the elements in their favour. They'll want to score a couple of tries and make this interesting at the very least. It's hard to rest back momentum, mate. Cowboys, good start.
Alrighty. So Sharkies have also been just a touch ill-disciplined, giving away 2 penalties and 2 6-agains inside this first 10-minute period of the second half as the try scorer Griffin Neame, always getting driven back there by the Sharkies by a couple meters. And he gets up and plays the ball now. Robert Derby now with the carry. And he's contained to within the 20 meters there. And he's crunched there.
Oh, ankle.
Oh, no.
Oh, that doesn't look good. Poor kid.
So it's Hazelton, Colquhoun involved in the tackle.
He's bent awkwardly. Ooh.
No suggestion of anything. Absolutely nothing.
Didn't look fun though. The test's been done on the knee. Hope he's all right.
Bugging me dead. All right, let me just dock off just for 10 seconds, man.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So we're just waiting on the test on the knee here. Looks like he'll be good to continue, which is great news. No, he won't. Unfortunately, he looks like he's coming off, shaking the head. Bugger, that sucks. I don't know why there's a penalty being given here. Looks like Derby's day's over. Looks like they're going to get a penalty here for what I'm not exactly sure. I see nothing wrong in that tackle other than he's been hurt, which, I'm all for player safety, but at what point do you just put Oz tags on him and say no tackling?
So who's on report then? It's Brayley that's got to be on report. And dude, that's not a penalty in my opinion, man. That's just freaking footy.
Yeah, I don't know what the bunkers found there because G's are all play on, and obviously the bunkers had, I don't know, must have been a hip drop or something. It might be Colhoun. He came down on the ankle, but okay. I just hope Derby's all right, obviously, because that looked like it didn't tickle.
That's the main thing, and because of that, I hope we got a free interchange because of it. What's going on here? Get off him, Talakais. Holy smokes. All right, so Jamal Shibasaki is now out there, and I'll figure out who's going to be playing on the sting. Got no friggin' idea, actually. But Harrison Edwards plays the ball. They're five inside Sharks territory as Jeremiah Nene runs across the field, passes right to Griffin Neem, who, has been Cowboys' best player today. Third tackle, Robson waits at dummy half. And Robson passes left infield for Shibasaki, the late inclusion. This, I think, off the top of the dome would be his third first-grade game, potentially fourth. Robson waits at dummy half, fourth tackle, runs to the left, finds Purdue. Purdue back under for Ruben Cotter, and Cotter is able to get his way just shy of the 10-metre line. But this is last tackle. Robson goes down the short side. Jackson Purdue puts in the grubber kick, and it's taken dead by Will Kennedy. Goal line dropout.
Good kick, good football there from the Cowboys. Take advantage of the what they were given, as Cronulla did earlier too. It's great.
So just confirmation. It's Colhoun on report because of the weight that ended up on his leg. And Shibasaki is definitely a fit-looking dude. But even so, it's not even Colhoun's fault because Brayley sort of came in. Not late, but like he came in behind Colhoun to affect the tackle. But goal line dropout here from Trindle. Goes short again. Why not? It worked for him the first time. It doesn't on the second time. Laybutt plays the ball. Scotch Drinkwater darts out a dummy half. Makes 10 metres. Nice carry from him. 10 metres out. John Bateman, a dummy half. Scoots to the left-hand side himself. Dummies and takes the tackle himself. Centralises the Cowboys' attack. Robson, left. Griffin Neem looking for a double. Looking for the offload there, but no, held on to it. Third tackle, right in front of the sticks. Robson, dummies to go right, but went left end. He is going to be held up over the line. Oh, he did enter the try zone, but he's held up.
Good run. Looked like he caught Cronulla with their pants down.
Alrighty, so this is the fourth tackle. Harrison Edwards waits at dummy half, and he passes left to Griffin Neem. And that's just a bit of a settler there. And he finally gets to play the ball out to Purdue, right to Dearden. Flat pass for John Bateman. Great hit from Trindle. And it's been offloaded, knocked on by Sharks. Dearden has got the ball back. Oh, John Bateman with the flick has caused the Sharks an error. And now Cowboys have 6 again. Scott Drinkwater back under for Shibasaki. I don't think Shibasaki scored a try in his first-grade career. And this is the first tackle now. 5 short of the try line. Huge opportunity here for North Queensland's Purdue. First receiver, left to Drinkwater, left to Nene, left to Braden Burns, but a great tackle from Katoa. And this is Nene at dummy half. Passes right infield for Drinkwater. Able to run a bit, giving it to Griffin Neem. Oh, man, crunched. He's going to be sore tomorrow, Neem. Robson at dummy half. Fence go right, went left. And he's been stopped there. Good defense again from Hamlin Uele. Got Drinkwater at dummy half, goes right to Purdue. Purdue dummies right to Dearden, and Dearden flicks it right to Bateman. John Bateman hops, scops, turns left. He wants to offload. He does offload. Oh, and it's bloody Purdue that knocks it on. Bugger me dead.
It's a good football there from the Cowboys. They forced the error. Ronaldo playing at it. Bateman looking a far different player in the second half. Can't really. That blast ball was probably a bit too far. Poor Purdue puts it down, but. Mate, Tom Dearden's really come into the second half as we expected he would. Just waiting for Cronulla to set up here. I don't know. Sharks need to wrest a little bit of momentum here. Just complete a set and get a big kick. Get back into this game as the Sharks pack the scrum 10 metres out. Go left through Talakai. who's met by 3 defenders. Feels like forever since the Sharks have had the ball. So Ronaldo gets up and is hammered by Griffin Neame, who just must be due for a rest soon. What a man. It's Daniel Atkinson's on the park. Can't tell you why, but he is, and he's held down in the tackle there. As Colquhoun turns it inside to Fanua Blake, who every time Cronulla lose momentum, you just throw Adam on there. Good move. He'll just walk up to the 30. 4th tackle. Cronulla going nowhere here. So Will Kennedy's lapped on the forward, short of the 40. Great defence there from the Cowboys. Need a huge kick here from Hines. He'll be kicking into a monster gale. Doesn't go very far.
It holds up and falls about 25 out. Drinkwater picks it up and is tackled on the 30. Yeah, the wind's still out there and did hold up that kick. Dearden goes left. This is Braden Burns. Not able to make any more meters from the point of the play the ball there. Purdue at dummy half goes left. This is Ruben Cotter, met very quickly by Nikora, and he stands in the tackle. Robson waits, gets the play the ball, runs to the right-hand side. May have caught off Britton Nikora offside. No, that's 4th tackle. And Scott Drinkwater at dummy half goes right, finds Dearden, puts in an early 4th tackle kick. It's a good one. It's not going to go dead. Zach Leibart absolutely steaming onto it. Good defense, now discipline.
That's brilliant there from the Cowboys. Will Kennedy picks the ball up a couple meters out. The Cowboys are up very, very quick. You got Ronaldo pinned deep inside the 10. That's better from Tom Dearden. As Talakai puts his hand up, just pushes someone away. God, that would hurt. He's up to the 10. Tries his best to lose it, but holds on. Is there Swamp Teague Wilton? These are tough carries here from the Sharks. 4th tackle, they're 12 meters out. Jess Colquhoun goes for a run. We'll get up to the 20. Bit of a reliever there. But again, the kick's barely going to clear halfway here through Nico Hines, who does his best. But Cowboys well on top here.
That's a good kick from Nico Hines, bud. He got 60 there, and Braden Burns took it on his own 40, and he's able to get back to halfway. So this is the chance here to really make it game back on for North Queensland as Nene rumbles towards the Sharkies' 40-metre line. Scott Drinkwater at dummy half goes right, finds Zach Leibart. Good defense from Teague Wilton, up real quick. Robson waits at dummy half, 3rd tackle, goes left, and that's Cohen Hess back out there on the paddock, and he's able to fight his way to about 22 out. Robson darts to the right-hand side, beats the marker right to Dearden, back under for Shibasaki. Shibasaki contained there by AFB. 11 short. This is the last tackle. Robson left. Edwards first receiver. Dearden cut out left to Nene. Left to Burns. Just put on the afterburners. No, he stops. Hops, props. Stands. Feint to kick. Pass right to Purdue. Purdue. Burns 1 for speed. Passes right to Drinkwater. Stops on his run. Puts in a kick. This is still the last tackle.
Forward pass.
Rolled a forward pass. Far.
Well, that was chaotic from the Cowboys. I do like the ball movement. They're not going to die wondering, that's for sure. But Drinkwater probably thought he could have done a little bit better with that. It's a shocking forward pass. But anyways, Cowboys have got all momentum here. So the Sharks look to get it somewhere near the Cowboys half for the first time in a long time, as McInnes has met 20-something now. Talakai has been busy, goes up over the 30. I think this is the best field position Cronulla have had for about 15 minutes, as funny as that sounds. It's Fanua Blake, crabs right. Forward pass. That's despicable from Atkinson, who, honestly, I don't know how he keeps getting picked. But anyways, that's another argument for another day. Cowboys on the attack.
Well, the door is shut as far as I'm concerned, but it's not locked yet, bro, if that makes sense.
Mate, they score here and it's game on.
All right. So 22 and a half minutes to go, and the Cowboys are down by 20. They've got to run with the clock at the moment, and they win the scrum 40 metres out. And this is Kai O'Donnell. From the point of the scrum, only able to make about 2 or 3 metres. But Robson comes back left in field for Edwards, left to Shibasaki. And Shibasaki taken down 30 metres out. Play the ball. Robson. 6 again here for Cowboys. Dearden. Right to Cohen Hess. Cohen Hess stopped about 22 out. Robson, dummy half. Left to Dearden. Back under for Shibasaki. Shibasaki stopped about 13 out. Robson at dummy half. They're central. They go right. Dearden dummies. Back under for Scott Drinkwater. Beats one. Or good defense by AFB. Third tackle. Robson again runs to the right-hand side. Finds Dearden. And is cracked by Trindle. But it's Dearden that gets back up. Wins the contact, actually. And
That was awkward.
I think he's a bit winded from that, actually. Bateman from dummy half, left in field for Scott Drinkwater. Purdue now. Shibasaki, that's his third touch in the set so far. And this is last tackle. They're right in front of the sticks here. Robson waits at dummy half. And it came to go left, went right, found Drinkwater. That is awful.
Fixed it up. He's the slowest man on the field, but he's up over the 30. He'll get run 40. He'll get run down by about 8 Cowboys. That was awful from Drinkwater. Anyone else, they probably go the length. As Tom Dearden's begging to be sin bin here, and he's gone. That is so dumb from a player.
Oh, my.
He laid all over Trindle and was begging to be sin bin. He's cut here, so that's probably what he's complaining about. But that was fucking stupid from Tom Dearden, if I'm being honest. What was he thinking?
Oh, Jesus, it's a head clash.
There's a potential head clash there from Trindle and Dearden. They'll probably both see time on the sideline for that. But I can only guess that Dearden was concussed as he just laid all over Trindle. Just dumb. So anyways, game's turn there. As Trindle remains on the park, I don't know how. There was nothing wrong with the contact. It was a genuine head clash, but doesn't mean it doesn't hurt, that's for sure. As Cronulla had the ball in the attacking zone for the first time this half. As Adam Fiddle-Blake's up over the 30, 20 minutes to go. Second tackle by Cronulla. One-man advantage. As Kennedy scheming, turns it inside to Ramian, who goes back across. It's brought down just shy of the 10. Third tackle, Cronulla looking to set something up here. So they go left where they have the numbers. Stan Atkinson throws the ball to Nico Hines, who gives it to Walton. Well tackled there by Bateman. That looked like it could have come to a lot more than it did. As Browley goes right, gives it to Captain Cam McInnes, who scores the easiest of tries. Geez, the Cowboys will be very, very disappointed with that couple of minutes of play.
Yeah, it's the first time Sharkies have entered their attacking zone all second half, and we're 20 minutes in to the friggin' second half. I know Cowboys are down a man, but
not good enough, mate. Not good enough. Just watching the replay, Brayley scheming, great ball, got him 1-on-1, but there were enough Cowboys players there to do much better than they did. Drinkwater again. Your boy Bateman again, mate. Not his best game.
Alrighty. Well, I'm sure that you were starting. I'm sure the kettle was on. It wasn't on for long, but I'm sure your kettle was on there, mate. But it's switched off now. It didn't even simmer. It didn't even start to simmer. But I'm sure your kettle was on just then, Dan.
Mate, it wasn't a good opening 20 from the Sharks, but Trindle did well to pick it up and earn that sin bin. I don't know what Tom Dearden was thinking, honestly. But, Cronulla, 24-point lead, kick to come. Game's changed dramatically in the last 2.5 minutes. Sticko Hines looks to put it beyond 4 tries, and will do so. Good stuff from the Sharks. But, again, Tom Dearden will probably want that one over again.
Galaxy Footy, hey man, how you doing? I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm good, man. I'm just sorry that the Cowboys have ruined our bloody good streak, Dan.
Well, long way to go yet, but Cronulla they look better after that try, put it that way. That was all too easy, unfortunately. Cowboys got a massive win, and they must win this game if they want to play finals football. As the kick goes down to it's very awkwardly picked up by Ronaldo, and the Cowboys will start their defensive set in good position. Sifa Talakai, been busy at centre, gets crunched 15 metres out. I know the Cowboys done everything right in the second half, and then that just brain snap from Dearden's just put the game Not
Well,
good.
it was also the worst grubber kick of all time from Scott Drinkwater.
Yeah, one good football from the Cowboys is Fennell Blake's been huge since coming back on. Dan Atkinson puts his hand up for a run, gets hammered. He caught just short of the 40 on the 5th as Nico Hines will clear. It's a decent kick considering. Fine space too. Well done, Nico.
No, is it going to go dead in goal? It
That shouldn't be possible. Well done from Drinkwater, though.
No, it shouldn't be happening at all, man. He's kicked it into the teeth of the breeze and he's kicked it too hard. All right, so Drinkwater gives it left to Burns. 17 minutes to go. 32 points to 6. And this is Scott Drinkwater, dummy half, passing right to Jeremiah Nene. And they're stopped, or he is stopped on the 30. Drinkwater left in field for Caden Lars out there. He runs with a tremendous amount of vigor, this young man, Caden Lars, son of Tom Leroy. Robson back right for Cohen Hess. That's a nice amount of vigor as well, over the 40. 5 short of halfway. Robson left, and then gave it to Drinkwater, who went to Sharks territory, 4th tackle. Robson runs to the right-hand side, dummies, and is hit, and he's brought down. So this is last tackle. Eventually, play the ball comes, and Scott Drinkwater gets it as first receiver, puts the kick up. Nene is chasing. Nene bats it backwards and into the lap of the Sharks.
As well played there from Cronulla, who wanted none of that kick. They'll start their set 20 metres out. I just yawned and my ears popped and I can actually hear now, which is really good. This is Sharks go up towards the 30 through Jesse Ramian. Bit of movement here. This ball goes left to Ronaldo. He looked to force a pass. I don't know if I love that. But, enterprising stuff from Cronulla, who continue to go left as Kennedy's up over the 40. He gets the offload away. Cotter handles Ronaldo, who beats him and goes back and gets caught just short of the 50. 4th tackle, quick play the ball. Brayley goes for dark. Gives it to Teague Wilton, who's comfortably into the half. There should be a contestable-ish kick here from Nico Hines, who gets the ball eventually and will put it up. It's too deep.
Well done, Braden Burns, taking it on the full on his own 20. Purdue at dummy half, passes right, Jeremiah Nene, beats one, able to get to the 30-metre line. They're central, and Purdue scoots to the left-hand side. Whoa, man, if he beat him, I think it would have been really, really interesting to see what would have happened from that point. As Zach Laybutt has a hit up and enters Sharks territory, 4th tackle. Robson scoots left, Drinkwater, Hess able to get to the 30-metre line or just short of it. Last tackle, Robson left. Purdue able to run a bit. Flat pass for Cotter. They ran it on the last, and Cotter got snapped by Nico Hines. Good defense from Hines.
Is Jackson Purdue one of the quickest players in the competition?
Top 3, man. Or top 5. Like, legitimately top 5.
Earlier in the year, Stone Street made a break, and Purdue ran him down, and everyone was talking about how slow Purdue was, and I took that as a personal affront, just because they like to go the players I like in Stone Street. But this kid is lightning. As Talakai's up over the 30. Huge fan of Purdue. I think he's my favourite Cowboy. As Brayley goes left, goes for a dart up over the 40. Good run from Blake. Plays the ball pretty quickly considering to Fennell Blake, who gets it on to Nico Hines, who hits Ramian standing still. Beats one, offloads. McInnes is up over the halfway as Oregon Kafusi, he's got awful haircut back on the field. 40 metres out, 4th tackle. Cameron McInnes just drops the ball.
Oh, boy. Well, I think that might be his second today.
Well, we'd be remiss not to mention how difficult the conditions are, to be fair. But
yes, of course.
That was lazy there from the Sharks skip. I expect much better. And just there was a hip drop too that Colhoun's been placed on report for, evidently.
Which I don't think was a hip drop, but play on, scrum won by the Cowboys. It's gone out left, and Braden Burns has got 3 Sharks around him. Plays the ball now. Robson right to Cotter, and Cotter gets over the 40-metre line. So stop 5 short of halfway. Second tackle, Robson right. Lars over halfway. Jeez, he does carry that ball hard, man. Robson left, flat for Cohen Hess over the 40. Brought down. Fourth tackle. They come back right again. This is Scott Drinkwater. Cut out to John Bateman. Cuts against the grain off of his right. And is stopped about 25 short. This is the last tackle. Robson goes left. Drinkwater puts in the crossfield kick. Jeremiah Nene is chasing, but it's just too deep.
And Sione Katoa picks the ball up and beats one. We get back over the 10. Good stuff. Not using the wind as well as I would have thought, as Katoa's very slow to play the ball. Ronaldo goes for hit up, gets caught just short of the 20. The Cowboys are well on top here, but not really threatening. I'll probably eat those words, but Talakai, another hit up, runs it forwards, makes a half break, goes up over the 30. Huge from Big Sif. Brayley from dummy half, spots a gap, goes through, gets caught. Well done from the Cowboys. That could have been all she wrote if Brayley got through there. The ball goes left to Nico Hines, who goes for a run, searching, can't find a runner, takes a tackle on the 4th, inside Cowboys territory. So Brayley goes left to Trindle, who's going to kick on the 5th, puts it up. You can test the ball.
Oh, good catch. Laybut, good catch.
It's been
So
good.
again, start a set from our own 20, and it's Purdue who has the hit up. Second tackle. I'd say Tom Dearden has got another just 2 minutes left in the sin bin. And Burns plays the ball. Robson runs to the right before finding Drinkwater. Oh, I'd be challenging it. I
think, yeah, challenge straight away. I think he caught that. I wouldn't be too worried if I'm a Cowboy fan.
Look, man. Look, I don't think I've bagged the Cowboys harshly today. I think I've been pretty well contained, but do want to just say that like this second half, it's been more spirited. Maybe it actually might be an unsuccessful challenge. Looking at that,
Looks like it. Yeah. The Cowboys might be much better in the second half. Let's be honest. That will be unsuccessful because it's come off the shoulder of Teague Wilton or Nickera. I can't see it. Teague Wilton. A improved second half, but with a huge wind, you'd expect no less. Put it that way. It's really getting dark down here in the Shire.
it may as well be friggin' midnight.
Yeah, pretty much, mate. It's either midday or midnight in Cronulla. That's for anyone that's ever been there.
Well,
All the jokes
Tom Dearden.
about that field. God, that is an awful head, unfortunately, for Tom Dearden. Cronulla goes. Sione Katoa goes straight through, get brought down eventually, just shy of the 20. Good run from the winger. As Ramian goes for a run, he's up over the 20. Cowboys on the retreat here. Dearden's due back in about 20 seconds' time, I believe. Cronulla go left here. They should do some damage. As Brayley does go left, draws one, gives it to McInnes, who's brought down right in front of the sticks, 10 metres out. 6 again. Tom Dearden's back on the field. We're back at a full complement. Nico Hines goes right, hits Nickera. Great tackle from Purdue. The Sharks look to wrap it up here through Brayley. Goes left to Adam Fanua-Blake, who stops and just pushes one or two away. Goes back for some more close contact meters. Plays the ball 10 metres out. Brayley goes left, just left of the sticks. Kafusi goes for a run. It's very wide there for Kafusi. They're about 8 metres out. 4th tackle. Brayley goes right to Brayley. Turns it back inside to Fanua-Blake, who's caught about 2 metres out. Last tackle. Brayley scheming. Goes right to Trindle. Goes right to Hines. Hines turns it back into Ramin, who runs in. Brilliant tackle there. Caught. Changeover. Couple metres out. Good stuff from the Cowboys. They survive.
Harrison Edwards with the clean-up tackle, man. Good stuff from him. Yeah, as I was saying before, man, like the Cowboys have come down with some personnel out. Like there's not South Sydney or Newcastle or even Warriors stuff, but there's a big injury toll up there at North Queensland that is affecting it all. And there's a penalty here blown for North Queensland now as Tom Dearden kicks for touch. So look, Taumalolo was reportedly last week due to come back for this one. So Cowboys, they still stay in Sydney. They got a game next week against Parramatta at CommBank. But reportedly Taumalolo was due to come back in this one. So hopefully next weekend, as Harrison Edwards gets his way to the 40-metre line. Also, Jake Clifford was a late scratching about 48 hours ago. And this is Cohen Hess now with the hit up. So, yeah, they don't want to offer excuses. I'm not, but I'm just saying that there is a couple of excuses there. There are injuries there. But play on, Purdue, fourth tackle, Robson right, Drinkwater running, dummying, right to Dearden, right to Casper, and Casper gave it to Laybutt, and Laybutt takes it. And fifth tackle, from 30 metres out, Tom Dearden puts in a high kick. Looks like it's Drinkwater chasing. And Dan, was that a hit in the air, or is that a penalty for the Sharks?
I think he's ruled goal line dropout, but I'd be shocked if Cronulla don't challenge this. As Drinkwater's definitely taking Kennedy out in the air. The challenge must come, and has from Cronulla. I think they'll win this fairly easily. Just wait for the replay, but Kennedy looked to have that one, and Drinkwater's collided in midair. Oh, they may argue he was contesting. Ball's gone forward from Kennedy into Trindle, so it's a penalty either way. He's probably contested that. It's probably fair enough. So it's an accidental offside Cronulla as it stands.
And the ball's
dead. So I think this is going to stand accidental offside by the look of it. Should be Cowboys ball. I'm happy enough with that. I think Drinkwater did enough to contest that. It's
an unsuccessful challenge.
Yeah, I don't know. Earlier in the year, that would have got overturned, but I'm happy enough with that. Drinkwater ran and he contested the ball. You got to take that for Kennedy, so I'm okay with that.
So Dearden feeds it. Robson goes right. Bateman beats Talakai, beats Trindle, and continues on. Stopped. Play the ball now. Robson left. Dearden left. Edwards dummies and takes the tackle. They're about 5 short of the try line, right in front of the sticks. Robson out the back, right to Dearden, back under for O'Donnell, and O'Donnell just had to surrender there. Third tackle, 7.5 minutes remaining. Robson left to Purdue, back under for Burns. Taken down. Fourth tackle, Robson, right, Dearden, back right. Maybe that was touched by a Cronulla. Shark. John Bateman was there to clean it up. It is 6 again. And this is Cohen Hess straight and hard. Getting stopped on the 10-metre line. North Queensland to Central. And Robson, Hess has to go back and play the ball on the mark, surely. No, he doesn't. It goes right to Dearden, right to Drinkwater. Fangs it back left in field for Burns. And Burns is stopped on the 10-metre line. Second tackle. Okay, Robson. Lars just drops it.
That's terrible from the Cowboys. They offered nothing. It broke down about 4 or 5 times in as many plays. Cronulla rucked the ball out with a fresh set of 6 from their own goal line as Katoa gets hammered. Might be too little too late there from the Cowboys. You probably should have done a bit more with the ball there, to be honest. As Ramian just ambles up, gets caught just short of the 20. Bradley goes left to Kennedy, who threatens to break through, gets caught on the 30. Connor, good tackle again. Tamanueli's back on the park, runs from the back fence and makes 12, 13, 14 metres. Still going. Finally stopped by Robson just short of halfway. Cam McInnes threatens to bust through. He's caught 40 out. Cronulla all the running here in that set. So they'll go to Trindle, who will put it up high. It'll get caught up in the wind. Should be an easy take from Scotty Drinkwater, and is.
Is he going to get dragged back? No, he offloads back to Zach Laybutt. Otherwise, he probably would have ended up in the in-goal area. Zach Laybutt gets to the 10-metre line. Plays the ball. Dearden left to Nene. Nene gets to the 20-metre line. All right, 6 minutes to go. And Purdue goes left to Dearden, cut out left to Burns, who cuts back inside. And looking at that, Sharkies, they're going to finish this round in 7th spot, equal on competition points with the Brisbane Broncos. And their one win outside of the top 4, honestly. So Cronulla's top 4 chances are actually alive, with some massive games coming up for Warriors, Panthers, Broncos, and Sharks, as Dearden cuts out right to Zach Labart, who puts a step on. Oh, has Zach Labart lost it? No, play on, last tackle. Dearden puts in a high kick. Oh, he was hit as he was kicking. And it's play on.
Kennedy gets up almost back to the 20. I was expecting a penalty there. It looked awkward. As T. Wilton gets into acting half, hits Ronaldo, who's up to the 20 or thereabouts. 4 and a bit minutes, just under 5 minutes to go. Sifa Talakai takes another hit up. Another huge shout out to everyone who braved the elements down there at Shark Park tonight. Nico Hines goes right to Jesse Ramian, who's played pretty darn well today. He gets driven back in the tackles, makes a few post-contact meters, just over the 30. As Nico wants it on the short side, goes down, gets it to Britt Nicker, who makes a run, and Katoa passes behind him, but he knocks on. Unfortunate there from Cronulla. Probably didn't need to do that, but it's good to see him play football.
So Cronulla Sharks, they were 26-0 up at halftime, and this has been a 6-all second half. So, it does beg the question, how and why didn't Cowboys start like this against the Sharkies? Because otherwise, we might be looking, potentially at a 12 or 18 all sort of a scoreline right now. The scrum is going to be packed about 5 short of halfway for the Cowboys. Braden Burns has the ball in hand. Well, the scrum clock is counting down. Nearly a penalty given away here by the Sharks, unless the time's just been called off. But Burns feeds it. Robson at the back passes right to Dearden, then right to O'Donnell. And, that's... I know that it's all dead and buried sort of thing, but, you were shaped up to go all the way out right to Zach Labart, and it was just a hit up for Kai O'Donnell, who only made about 2 or 3 meters from the point of the scrum, Dan. So Robson left to Dearden, left to Purdue, back in for Scott Drinkwater, and threatened to break the line, but stopped primarily there by Jesse Ramian. Nene gets to dummy half, passes right in field for Purdue, who hops and stops and props and goes forward to about the 20-meter line. Robson goes to the left-hand side. This is Scott Drinkwater, puts in a high kick. Braden Burns takes it on the full. He spins his way out of the tackle, backs his way into the try line. He deserves that. He's worked terribly hard, not just this game, but this entire season, Braden Burns. And the deficit is 32 points to 10 with a kick incoming with 2.5 minutes remaining.
Good stuff there for the Cowboys. Very pedestrian early on, as you mentioned, but good kick from Drinkwater. He's moonwalked it in, dare I say. He has. He's moonwalked it in. Good stuff from the Cowboys. I think they've been the better team in the second half, but not nearly enough to close the gap. It's been a pretty disappointing day all up for the Cowboys. We probably would have expected better in, again, difficult conditions, but both teams have got to play in them. I think Cronulla just handled it better over the 80 minutes.
And with that try, it's technically a 10-6 second half from the Cowboys. So unless the Sharks don't score, obviously, they've won the second half 10-6. So it's there. It's there. Looking forward to next weekend, man. You've got double duty. I don't know if you're going to be ending up at Cogger or not, bro. But Dragons versus Sharks, you've got the double derby duty out there at Cochrane next week, and the sideline conversion is friggin' immaculate, just quietly from Zach Labart, 32 points to 12, mate. The derby, Dragons and Sharks. Dragons, they got the upset victory against the Raiders. They are a plucky team. They are a physical team that will make you fight for it for the full 80 minutes. Sharkies, they're in for a tough game next weekend against the Dragons. Yeah,
and they had us for toast in the first half a couple of weeks ago, and Cronulla just came home particularly well. So, yeah, it's not going to be easy, but it's the kind of game Cronulla absolutely must win in this run-in if we want any chance of making any sort of run come finals time. But 32-12, if you'd offered this to me earlier, I would have taken it. I would have beaten your hand off. So pretty good stuff from the Sharks today.
So minute 40 seconds remaining as Dearden gives it to Bitungan, and that's a nice carry from him into Teague Wilton primarily. He gets up and plays the ball. Dearden, a dummy half left for Kai O'Donnell. Fends away from 2, but Nicola says, come here, and he's taken down on the 20-metre line. Gee whiz, aren't we all friggin' hoping for some dry friggin' footy next weekend in Sydney? As I believe that is Caden Lars who drives to the 30-metre line. Robson runs to the right-hand side. Dearden back under for Drinkwater. Bateman is put into the hole by Drinkwater, but he's taken down there by Hamlin-Uele and Trindle. I thought, look, Hamlin-Uele, I think he's been pretty damn good today defensively, just quietly, as the pass goes backwards big time from the Cowboys. I don't know if that's going to be a 6 again, if it was a touch by Sharky, but there's less than 60 seconds remaining, and that's going to be last tackle, and Dearden kicks from his own 30.
Absolutely hoof that. As Kennedy, the Sharks will likely end the game here with the possession. As Kennedy goes left, tries to link up with. He goes straight through, in fact. It's up over halfway, looks inside, sees Braden Trindle's like, I'll just go myself. As he keeps going, great return there from Kennedy. Gets back to the Cowboys 30. As there'll be another sin bin here for sure. No. Adam G. It's just saying, forget it, boys. Talakai just squares it up, 30 metres out. Cronulla, I'll probably just tuck it under. Maybe a last-minute field goal, perhaps. 10 seconds to go. Nico Hines goes scheming, gives the ball to Oregon Kaufusi, who loses it, and that's all she wrote.
3-2-1. Cronulla Sharks extend the misery of the Cowboys at Shark Park, who have not won a regular season game since 2014 at Shark Park. 32 points to 12, 20-point victory for the Sharkies. That technically keep their top 4 chances alive, and with that, I think the Cowboys' finals hopes are officially done and dusted, unfortunately. So congratulations, Dan. They were just too good in the second half, mate.
Thanks, mate. It's good to finally get a win in this. I don't think I've called a win yet in our games, which is crazy. And obviously the Blues losing twice, but yeah, pretty professional from Cronulla. That it couldn't have gone much better, to be honest. The only potential negative is Jesse Colquhoun's on report. For what? I couldn't tell you. I think he'll be fine.
No.
But, looks like there's no injuries of note. Saw some improved performances from like a Kaufusi and BHU. Tom Hazelton's back, which is always good. But Ramian was pretty good today. He's been a bit off his game the last month or so. But yeah, good stuff. I think we're down to 10 now. I think the Sea Eagles and the Roosters and the Dolphins are playing for one spot, and the rest of the top 8's almost locked in. But it's going to be a fun month of football, mate.
To everybody that came in the chat, thank you so much for coming in and saying good day. Great show, Dan and Sammy, and thanks for the call, guys. No, thank you guys for tuning in, and enjoy the rest of your Sunday. So yeah, I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of my Sunday. Thank you very much, Dan. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thank you. Take care. Adios.